I am such an idiot. I just posted. It's Monday today. I've just posted the video that went live last week and I watched it back, realised I never even spoke about what the hell I'm training for at the minute and why I started a YouTube account, which is actually just dumb. So, hi, I'm Lucy. I'm currently training for a half Ironman. I've never done any swimming before. I've never done any cycling before. I did a marathon last year, but I started running last year. I basically did the marathon, realised I love running, wanted to see what else I can do, wanted to do a triathlon off the back of that long-term goal. I really want to do a full Ironman, but I'm also aware that those are really, really difficult. So starting with a half, hopefully then going into a full after that. And this channel is basically just going to document my training journey around everything that I'm doing exercise-wise for that and everything that I'm getting up to in the background as well, life-wise, is what I should have put in the first video. Better late than never. Here it is, video 2. That's who I am. That's what I'm training for. Thank you so much. Please enjoy the video. 7 a.m. It's disgustingly busy in here. It's horrible in there. Oh my god, that's so embarrassing. Look at me in the reflection. Anyway, it is a very, very cloudy day in Cape Town right now. It's been so cloudy the past few days, which is so fine because I've got loads of work to do today. And then I think I'm going to try and go on a run later. And then hopefully it'll be a bit warmer because I really want to do, everyone here like runs to this place called Saunders Rock Pool, which is like a rock pool. Which is a rock pool with, weirdly enough, the water here is so cold. So it's like everyone runs to this rock pool. Then after you get really sweaty from your run, you then just go and get in the rock pool and do a cold plunge, which sounds like an absolute dream. So I really want to do that. And obviously I haven't been able to do that because I haven't been able to run. But now I think I can run again, fingers crossed. So I want to go and do that later. But if it's really cold, I'm obviously not going to go and do that. But that is my day. But yeah, if anyone wants to make a new gym in Cape Town, please come here and do that because it is so busy and so horrible in there. So yeah, I will have to be going back at some point this week to do the second half of my workout because I could only manage one half of it today because it was so busy. That's it. I've got nothing else to say. Bye. Could not bloody make up this morning. I'm going for a swim. Also want to show you how busy this pool is because it's so weird. It's like attached to the gym. So you'll like be doing a squat and then you'll look over and see someone doing like front crawl right next to you. So right, that is the pool and that's the gym. Isn't that super odd? I'm back from my swim. Oh my god, I don't know what was going on with me this morning. That was like pure torture. That was absolutely horrible. Every single length I was like, fucking hell, this is the worst thing in the world. Awful, don't know what was going on. And also, I literally got to like 1,000 meters and Marcus was in the same swimming length as me. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna stop. And he was like, no, come on, you're not gonna stop. And I was like, no, I'm gonna stop. And he was like, no, you're not gonna stop. And I was like, fuck, fine, I'm not gonna stop. So I did 1,500 meters and then my watch conked out at the last 50 meters. So it's recorded that I did 1,400 meters, which is just so annoying. But oh well, shit, honestly, shit. But I'm glad that I did that. Am I? Not really. No, I am glad that I did that. I just could not be asked. Just could not be asked. But it is done, so. But yeah, so I'm gonna go and eat some food and just like sit and feel happy again because I was not feeling happy this morning. Oh, I loves. It's Wednesday morning. I'm about to head out on a bike ride. What bagel? Bike ride. Bagel. Because we need to eat before we do big exercises. I need to recap you on my day yesterday. It was absolutely bizarre. I was out and about, so I had a backpack on with all my stuff to go to the gym to go and do a swim. I was cycling along and I bumped into Tom Trotter, who, if you don't recognise who that is, I will put a picture of him here. But he is like the guy who did all of the like lockdown running. Like he was the one that you'd see running up to people in the parks being like, hello, darling. That was like his whole brand. I'm sure everyone has seen him or knows who he is. But I bumped into him and then he was like, oh my God, I recognise you. And I was like, bah! He was like, what are you training for? And I was like, oh, I'm training for a triathlon at the minute. And he was like, why don't we do one now? And I was like, huh? So we then did a mini triathlon yesterday, which was so fun, but also like so bizarre, and ended up in this like public pool in Sea Point with Tom Trotter doing laps. It was so odd. It was so odd. And I forgot to start my Strava for any of it because I was like so overwhelmed by the whole thing. But it was fun. I mean, he's such a nice guy. Obviously, you can tell that from his videos, but he is such a nice guy. And so if you see a video of me doing a triathlon with him on his page, please don't watch it because I'm honestly not sure what I did in that video. It was like so overwhelming, such a whirlwind. I came away like, what the hell just happened? So much so that yesterday I had like such bad headache in the evening, and I think it's because I was so overwhelmed. So I was meant to film this like recap yesterday, and I was like, oh, I actually just don't have it in me. So that's what happened to me yesterday, which was actually quite hilarious, but also absolutely bizarre. So yeah, and when I also fell off my bike onto him, which is really embarrassing. I will put that video here. Yeah, embarrassing. So yeah, I'm gonna eat my bagel and then I'm gonna try and go out for like 40k on the bike today, and I will get some footage today. It's a tough look to nail, isn't it? Oh, it's just not good. I really thought I was looking quite nice this morning until I looked at this camera. I'm not really sure what's happening here in particular. Hey! I've got a physio appointment now for the knee, and then later today I'm hosting a run club in Cape Town, which I'm excited for but also really nervous about, because every time I do a run club I'm always like, absolutely no one is going to turn up. So there's always that. Also, the people that I'm living with are coming with, and they were like, oh, you're gonna have hundreds of people coming. And I was like, no guys, I'm actually really not. So please, that's going to be really embarrassing when you get there and there's really not going to be that many people there. So please, let's rein the expectations in. So yeah, I've got that later. Hope a few people turn up. I'm excited for that later, but going to go to physio now, get my knees checked out, then I'm getting my nails done. Ooh, not very fitness related, but oh well. And then obviously for the run later. Bye. Run, chemistry. Robin's cute bow for the run. Hello, I am jogging. I'm also in the weirdest outfit ever because I've got bikini on, well, swimsuit on, and then there's like 3 people one piece because I'm going for a run and then a dip in the sea, which I'm excited for. But this morning I did a run down to Saunders Rock, and when I tell you, it is the nicest thing ever. Like being absolutely boiling sweating hot from a boiling sweating hot, does that make sense? Boiling and sweaty and hot, I think I'm trying to say. Being really hot after a run and then going and getting an ice cold water. There is actually no feeling like it. It is so nice. So I did that this morning, and then I'm actually going on a wine tour this afternoon, which I'm a little bit nervous about because it is so hot today. Not that much of a big drinker. I do like drinking and I do drink, but like I'm not like a booze every weekend kind of gal, because it just makes me feel like shit. But it feels like while I'm here and while there are so many gorgeous wineries here, it feels wrong not to. So it feels quite classy here. You know, like in the UK, you go to a pub and like you have like a glass of like horrible wine and then you're just like a bit drunk, and then the next day you're a bit hungover, and like it was just like wasn't that like nice of an experience, if that makes any sense. Like it would be fun, but it wouldn't feel like nice, if that makes any sense. But here it's obviously like the vineyards are all absolutely beautiful. All the wine is like really good quality wine, and it's also so cheap. We did a wine tasting the other day and it was £4 for like 4 glasses of like unreal wine, and I was like, what's going on over here? But doing that today, so I think we're going to like 4 different wineries and doing like wine tastings at each of those. Feeling a bit nervous for it. And then we'll go for dinner in Stellenbosch, which is like where all the vineyards are, and also apparently like quite studenty as a place because there's a big uni there, so very intrigued to see what that is like. But yeah, I'm nervous but excited for these wineries today, so I will check in when I'm a few glasses of wine deep. It does taste nice. Hey, I think I wineried a bit too close to the sun yesterday, and now I'm feeling not good. But no, I had a really fun day, to be fair. We basically like start out, so we had this car, so we realised, I thought we were getting the tram, turns out the boys had booked this like private car to take us around, but it wasn't like a bougie experience. Like it wasn't like, oh, we've got a private car. It was just like we were in this cramped little car that was taking us around, and there's this thing called a wine tram here, which is basically where everyone gets on it and then they like drive around to all the different wineries, and that looks really fun. And then we were just in this car and I was a bit like, I feel like we've done this wrong. Something's not adding up here, because they look like they're having a really fun time on a tram and we are all like smushed in the back of this car, or like a little bit drunk, and like the aircon doesn't work, so like something's not adding up. But other than that, it was really fun, to be fair. We had a really fun time. We went to like 4 different wineries, I think. Left at like 11 and got back at like 11, which is horrible. But obviously, because it was like over the period of the day, we started drinking at like 11, but it wasn't like, you weren't like hammering back glasses of wine. It was like, I don't know, a couple of glasses of wine over a couple of hours kind of vibe. But then I got to the end of the day and I thought that I was completely fine. Then I got in the car home and I immediately was like passed out for the whole journey home. Got back and I was like, maybe I was a little bit drunker than I thought, just because of the volume of it over the day. So not feeling so good today, but that is so completely fine. I'm gonna do absolutely shit all today. Sit by the pool, I'm gonna read my book, and I'm just gonna have a really nice Sunday. Actually, we're going to a market first. Gonna go to a market, gonna go get a coffee. The market culture here, chef's kiss, gorgeous. They have got some really gorgeous like farmers markets here, which I really was not expecting from Cape Town, but they honestly, it keeps surprising me, it keeps getting better. So we're gonna go to a market, go and get some brekkie. I think I'm personally in the market for like a lot of carbs and like a lot of liquids to make me feel a bit less shit. So gonna go to the market, and then I'm gonna come back, sit by the pool, read my book, do absolute shit all, and then I'm gonna go to bed. And that's my whole plan for the Sunday. But I was looking at my workout plan for next week, and because my knee is now feeling much bloody better, had 3 runs last week without any pain, which is such a win. I'm so gassed about that. I'm starting to like run again from next week, like built into the plan. So I think I've got 3 runs next week, but like not decreasing any of the other exercise that I've been doing. It's kind of just like on top. So interested to see how I'll be faring sort of exhaustion wise next week, but we'll go from there. So I'm just going to rest today because I know that I've got a big week next week and I honestly can't be fucked to do anything else, so I'm just going to sit by the pool. I think that was everything for this week. Thank you so much for watching. If you've watched this far, I will show you some clips of the market. I might check in again later, see how much napping I've done today, and if I've napped enough I can talk to the camera again later. But yeah, if not, thank you for watching video 2 of my YouTube. I really appreciate it if you're here, and I will see you again next week. Bye.